What's good, y'all? What's good, Real Talk Squad? This is Miles, and you're listening to Real Talk with Miles Johnson, where you know I always keep it real. Let's get right into it, man. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. We had, wow, it was so much sports content yesterday. We had Messi. We had CP3, finals game, Travis Rudolph. I mean, Zion. Zion. There was so many stuff going on. And so this episode, I'm going to talk about all of that, right? Main thing, we're going to start off first is talking about the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets, they won game 3, right? Convincingly. Jokic, 30-point triple-double, 30, 20, 10. Not just a 30-point triple-double, the first player in NBA history with 30, 20, and 10. But he wasn't the only one that had a 30-point triple-double. It was Jamal Murray. 30, 10, and 10. Oh, this is amazing. Wow. This is giving me like Kobe, Shaq. It's giving me that. It's giving me the best duo I've seen since Kyrie and LeBron James 2016. That's what this is giving me right now. So let's get two things straight. Number one, Jokic is the best player in the league. It shouldn't really be a debate. If you think otherwise, I don't know what to tell you. Number two, Jamal Murray is a superstar. Now, if this was his first postseason, I would have been like, you know what? He got to show it to me again. But he showed y'all in the bubble, dropping 50 twice, flat out balling. So my thing is, if you are good in the regular season and you're all-time great in the postseason, you're a superstar. Facts. He's probably the best number 2 in the league. Facts. And one thing that I don't like is when people are like, it's recency bias. Some stuff is recency bias, but other stuff is they just put up a 30-point triple-double, both of them. This is the best duo in the league. Like, let's just keep it a stack. Let's keep it a stack, bro. Like, they swept the Lakers. They beat the Suns with that Devin Booker, Kevin Durant. If you would have told me that the Suns would have lost to the Nuggets with KD and Devin Booker, CP3, who we're going to talk about a little bit later, DeAndre Ayton, I'd be like, no way. They did that. Would you have told me that the Nuggets would have swept LeBron and AD? I'd be like, you're freaking crazy. So these guys are winners. They're coming into their own. And I've been saying this for the past couple of days. Now, yes, the Nuggets won despite of Michael Porter Jr. But if Michael Porter Jr. becomes an all-star, this team will become a dynasty. Like, it's over. It's over. You can chalk it up. It's over. If he taps into his potential, it's over for the league, bro. So, like, the league can only just hope that Michael Porter Jr. continues to underachieve. Because if he really taps into his potential, it's over, bro. I'm digging 3-peat. I'm digging 3 finals at least in 5 years. I mean, it's that, bro. It's that, bro. So, first thing, right? Jokic, best player in the world. Second thing, Jamal Murray is a superstar. Third thing, what about Christian Braun? Stepping up, putting up 15 points, rookie. So then, when you have Jamal Murray and Jokic playing all-time great, and then you have the others, all they need is like 2 people to really snap out. So whether it's Aaron Gordon, whether it's Christian Braun, whether it's Michael Porter Jr., whether it's KCP, whether it's Bruce Brown, out of those 5, if 2 of them have really good games, they're gonna win the game. They're gonna win. They're gonna win the game, bro. They're gonna win the game. So Christian Braun, he stepped up. Now loving his makeup. That guy's a winner, bro. Jokic is right. That guy's a winner. Now, the one thing that separates the good teams from the great teams, the good teams versus the championship level teams, is that they can beat you in multiple ways. So what did the Nuggets do? They blew out the Heat, and they made 5 threes in the game. The Heat shot 6 more threes than them, and they still lost, right? The Celtics, it's either they making their threes, and if they not making their threes, they're not going to win the game. If this was the Celtics, they would have lost this game because they wasn't hitting their perimeter shots. It was night and day, bro. That's championship level teams, and that's teams that can only beat you one way. And only beat you one way can only go so far in the NBA. That's a fact. So, what I've said before this series, I said that the Nuggets will beat the Heat in 5 games. I'll stick by that. I'll stick by that. I do think that if the Heat want any chance of making this a series, Jimmy Butler has to tap into what he was doing in the first round. You can't depend on Caleb Martin, Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Duncan Robinson to shoot the lights out and propel y'all to a victory, propel y'all to another win, propel y'all to winning this finals, bro. It's 2 things that's gonna happen if the Heat want to get back into this series. Jimmy Butler has to go back to what he was doing and becoming Superman in that first round series. We need that same Jimmy Butler against the Bucks, against the Nuggets. 2, the Heat have to hit perimeter shots. If they don't hit perimeter shots and Jimmy Butler is not playing all-time great, they're not winning this. It's going to be over in 5 games. So the Heat better pray that Jimmy Butler snaps out of it. This shooting slump. He hasn't been shooting the ball well. Is it his injury? I don't know what it is, but look, if you're on the court, you're healthy to me. Facts. And people have told me, well, you can't, Jimmy Butler, impacts the game in other ways. That's true. But if you are a superstar, you got to get credit when y'all win and criticism when you don't play well. Jimmy Butler is the one guy that, if he plays bad or if he doesn't play up to, what we know he can play up to, is nobody's going to be like, come on, Jimmy. In the first 2 games of this series, Bam and Gabe Vincent play better. Now, if you want to say that Gabe Vincent, that he did not play as well as, Jimmy, fine. But that is kind of like a toss up right there. But with Bam has played better than Jimmy in this series, bro. So that's what it is, and I just don't think that the Heat can get this done. You can't get it done. The Nuggets are too talented and they're too well coached. If the Heat beat the Nuggets in Game 3, that's when I'd be like, oh no, we got a problem. But the Nuggets, they had a bad game in Game 2. They bounced back like what champions do, and they ended up, bringing this series to 1. Now, Chris Paul, yesterday, Chris Paul got waived by the Suns. Now, he potentially could come back, but I don't see that happening. So now we got to think, what are some destinations for Chris Paul? Number 1, you going to think the Lakers. I don't blame you for thinking that. That was the first thought that came to my mind. Chris Paul, Banana Boat, Chris Paul, LeBron James, Chris Paul, back to LA. That seems pretty good, right? another leader, another guy that has a high basketball IQ. LeBron loves those guys, right? Playing with one of his best buds, that would be great. Now, here's the thing, right, with playing in LA, because the same thing happened with Carmelo Anthony. If you don't do well in LA, I think that hurts your legacy more. Versus like you going to another contender and not doing as well. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is like the spotlight is huge on LA. So if you're not on your game, bro, if you showing your age, it's gonna be on a crazy microscope. You see what I'm saying? So I think that the Lakers, although it is a possibility, here's where I think Chris Paul should end up after getting bought out, after getting away from the Suns, the Sixers. Now, what has Chris Paul been known for in his entire career? He goes to franchises and he changes the culture. He goes to franchises and he makes them winners. When he was in New Orleans, he made them winners, right? And my little ring light is messing up. Sorry about that. When he went to New Orleans, he made them winners. When he went to the Clippers, he turned that franchise around. When he went to Houston, he turned that franchise around. They were one game from getting to the finals against the KD Warriors. When he went to OKC, he turned that franchise around. When he went to the Suns, he turned that franchise around. So think about that, bro. Everywhere Chris Paul has been, he has turned the franchise around. Now, what if he comes to Philly and he turns that franchise around? I'm talking about we clearly see the Sixers lack heart. What if Chris Paul comes to the Sixers and propels them to an NBA Finals? Even if, and I don't expect Chris Paul to be the driving force, if he comes to Philly and Philly gets to the finals that same year or the conference finals, people will think of Chris Paul as being a franchise game changer. And that will only just help his legacy. That will only just make him look better. That will only just make people think, oh, Chris Paul is a winner. Yeah, he didn't win a chip. But shoot, like everywhere he's been, he has elevated the franchise. And the biggest thing, I would love to see Chris Paul mentor Tyrese Maxey. Man, that'd be nice. Man, that'd be nice. I mean, the fact that he mentored Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You see what Shai doing right now? Best believe Tyrese Maxey is 22 years old. Top 5 most efficient players in this league. If he has a guy, a real mentor, not Harden, a real mentor that helps him get to that next level in Chris Paul, I love that. I love that. I love that. And so ultimately, I think that having a guy like Chris Paul as a Sixer can, turn Tyrese Maxey, can make Tyrese Maxey get to that next level. Get Tyrese Maxey get to that next level. I'm sorry about that. My ring light, it's been messing up. I'm ready to go back to Atlanta. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm ready to go back to Atlanta. But think about that, y'all. I think that, having a guy in Chris Paul in Philly to mentor Tyrese Maxey, to help him get to that next level, is what the Sixers need. And Chris Paul having the reputation of, I mentor young players, I help franchises get to that next level, only helps his legacy and his impact on the NBA. Now let's get to it's the fun part of the show, bro. It's fun, but it was a serious situation. So what happened? Travis Rudolph got acquitted for the murder in 2021. Now, if you don't know the story, I don't know what the heck Travis and his girl had going on. They had a dispute, an argument. They had something, but it went completely wrong. and his ex-girlfriend, sent the hit squad. She sent the hit squad to go kill her ex-boyfriend. I'm like, I don't know what he did. Did he cheat? I mean, I don't care what he did, but that does not like come to killing the guy, or trying to kill the guy, and it backfired because Travis ran. Wait, he put up 39 shots, and he killed somebody, and then he ended up getting acquitted on all charges for self-defense. I love seeing black men win, bro. I love seeing black men beat the justice system. Oh, I love it. 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 I know he was on Instagram Live with Dalvin Cook, playing the No Auto by Dirk. I don't blame him, bro. Cause God, I'm sorry. I would do the same thing too. Cause y'all playing with me, bro. Y'all playing with me, bro. If I went to jail for self-defense after my ex-girl was trying to kill me, I would do the same thing too. So, I mean, look, you gotta pay attention to who you surround yourself with, bro. Who you have relations with. Because everybody that looks good is not there in the head. Clearly that girl is something wrong with shorty, bro. Something wrong with her in the head. Like, what the heck? What the heck? You gotta realize a lot of these girls, bro, they are preying on your downfall. They're preying on your downfall. So I'm glad that Travis Rudolph, is a free man. He beat the case. Cause man, that's a tough joint right there. Like, your girl try to kill you, bro. Send the hit squad and you fight them off. You kill cuz. That's crazy, bro. But pay it, bro. The people is very devious, very, very envious, and they'll do anything to tear you down, take your head off. And my man Travis was prepared. He said, I ain't going down like that. Heck no. Heck no. So, look, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz. If you're listening on YouTube, be sure to give me a subscription, like this video. That really helps out my channel. On the road to 1K, bro. We gonna get that jump. We gonna get it. You feel me? If you're listening right now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, thank you all for listening. Share this with a friend. Get the Real Talk with MJ podcast out there. Some great stuff going. Some great stuff in the works. Man, I love y'all. Real Talk with MJ. I'm out. Thank you so much for listening to Real Talk with MJ, where we always keep it real. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe on all our platforms, and be sure to share with a friend. With that being said, y'all, this is Miles Johnson, tuning out.